Pt1 just died at the age of 36, and something about this just does not feel right. And I don't want to make conspiracy theories about something like this, but it's kind of hard not to when just 3 weeks ago, she went on one of the biggest podcasts in the world, Jay Shetty, and she talked about a lot of the things that she went through. Part of that was the dark side of Hollywood. She explained this story where someone she trusted very closely at the time, they went on a yacht. She took her on a yacht, and this woman took her inside of a room, and there was a man there, a man she said people know very well. She didn't disclose his name. He wanted her to do things, and just take a look at this clip.
You write about a moment in your career where a friend of yours takes you onto a boat. You're led to a room which has an older man in it, and then basically told to perform sexual acts, and
Oh yeah, perspective completely shifted, and I realized that I was in danger. But by the time I'd realized I was in danger, I was quite literally out to sea, and it was that that moment shook me and was shocking, and I was quite literally walked down, and I had been having a great time. There was no hints of anything like that happening, so it took me. I was shocked. It took me by surprise, and it was somebody led by somebody that I had grown to trust and see as a protector and somebody who had my back. And to be walked down, down the stairs, and it was as like a surprise, presented as though it was like a surprise, and it was this very small room, and she physically put me in the bed next to this undressed man who was very famous, and had his hands like this, like this was just an average day for him. And this is something that happens all the time. And I waited for her to leave, and I mean that lion in me, that fire in me, that my hair stood on end, and I became ferocious. I was like, this is not happening. But I had nowhere to hide, and I bolted, and I hid wherever I could think of to hide on a boat. There was no jumping off and swimming away, and there was nobody who was going to. I realized that there was nobody who was going to be empathetic to my situation, that this was nothing new to them.
Hey, One. First and foremost, I'm gonna give all praise and honor to Yahweh by Shema Shah by Shemakapodash, double honor apostles, and the Stone for giving us this percent truth, and blessed be the elect. It will break you in the moment you speak out. You will be eliminated. Luke 8:17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. And hey, man, it's all coming out, man. Okay, it's all coming out. And all y'all that say, it's all a conspiracy theory, hey, man, you just know these are the same ones that took the Kool-Aid, okay? These were the same ones that voted, and eventually these are going to be the same ones that would take the MOTB, man. Okay? But this guy, Jay Shetty, I believe that's his name. I'm gonna play this clip right here.
Jay Shetty is a fake monk, a fraud, and an industry plant. This guy has leveraged off his exaggerated monk story to legitimize his spiritual career, but everything he does is the opposite of what monastic traditions teach. First, it's prohibited to lie. This guy was forced to take down hundreds of videos because he got exposed for plagiarism. He used other people's quotes and put his name under it like he came up with it. And that goes against another monk's teachings of getting rid of your ego and not seeking fame or adulation. He even lies about his eye color, wearing contacts, trying to make his gaze more interesting like he holds ancient knowledge or something. Monks don't practice vanity, and they certainly don't charge $8,000 for a life coaching course that preys on the vulnerable. And they don't drive supercars either, but most of you already know that. Real recognize real, and when you look and listen to this guy, you can feel it's not authentic. The system tries to hijack true enlightenment by putting fakes like Deepak Chopra and this guy to put a cap on our knowledge and our potential. It's called corporate spirituality, and people can see right through it.
Now the thing is, hey man, when she died, this was the first post I seen about this guy. His recent post when she died. Okay? So real, so vulnerable, so open. This is Paris Jackson. Now the reason why I saved this post because I seen the comment where let's see, man. Now before I show the comments, I find it interesting how this guy got 18.7 million followers, soon to be 19 million followers. Now, if you are going to expose the industry, don't be talking to somebody that has a mass following, man. Okay? Because, the comments, that I seen were interesting, man. Okay? This is extremely weird and tone deaf. Clicks, schedule posts, and promotions for interviews outweighing humane, journalistic integrity. We're truly living in a Black Mirror episode. I'm trying to see the comment, if it's there. I wonder if Hayden doing her interview with Jay Shetty could have been a reason she's not here no more. This sounds suspicious. She could have said a lot in this interview and on her book exposing. So hey man, you see it, man. You see it. Let me see what people are saying from that comment. Yep, I think so, and that's why it's not even mentioned. Her too, telling exactly. Yep, and her memoir, they wanted to silence her, and Jay is part of that crew. So you see it, man. Okay, something feels very off about it all. So today, man, look, basically 19 million followers, man. Come on, man. Why the hell are you gonna, expose the shit that goes on in these industries, man? And saying this to a guy like this, man, that has a platform, okay? 19 million followers. And of course, now, you want to make a post about her, okay? Here it is. Celebrities sacrifice each other. The next day, they make a post. It's all bullshit, man. Okay? But then hey, even her, right? Even though she's fine looking, good looking, hey, she's not innocent, okay?